Howdy, gentlemen and ladies. And I stress ladies as we have now two ladies running one of the teams. My wife and Vanessa, who is the girlfriend of Brian Biolo, who is also one of the new owners. They are replacing Josh Peterson, who proceeded to basically shit the bed when he drafted probably the worst team I've ever seen drafted. He came unprepared, didn't know how many teams there were, how many people were drafting, didn't even look at the point system. So he basically came into work the next day. He works with my wife and handed over the team to her. So they're going to try to resurrect a train wreck that he proceeded to lay in their laps. With that being said, I wanted to address one of the new ideas for the Keeper League. One of the owners came up with a question about Keeper League, as we're going to be keeping guys based on point performance. So they third round, fourth round, etc., etc. He had a question of what if both keepers would be slotted in the third round. Obviously, you only have one third round pick, or say both of them are in the fourth round. Well, say that we'll use that example. If they're both in the fourth round, one would get upgraded to the third round. And hypothetically, if they're both in the third round, we would put one back up to the second round. Now, with that being said, remember, once you declare them as a keeper and they are your second round pick, the following year they would no longer be allowed to be kept because we don't allow keepers from the first or second round. So a little strategizing you would have to do there, who you want to keep and who you don't want to keep. If you have any other ideas or questions or concerns about this, email me or put them on the message board where I started that post last night for ideas for the upcoming season. That being said, week one went off well without much of a hitch. We did have two teams that started not enough defensive players. Remember, you need to have one defensive flex player, which is any of the players, but you need one defensive lineman, one linebacker, and one defensive back along with the defensive flex. So just keep that in mind. Any questions, concerns, just get a hold of me and I'll help you out with what I can. Hopefully this works. I've never tried this before. Upload it to YouTube and put it on our video page. And other than that, free agency is opened already. Bidding, like always, will be processed tomorrow on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. And maybe we'll keep up this video update thing if it works well. And till then, see ya!